and the local rumor mill went to work and decided it had to be the remains of one of the sailors that passed during the 1813 to 1814. That each sailor, as they passed on, were taken by rowboat across the bay. Directly in front of the boat is Montfort International Pier. In the past, it's been used to load locomotive engines built here in Erie at Lab Tech, the former GE locomotive. And the SS St. John's is part of the beach replenishment project. And I'll talk about that a bit later. Okay, we have now entered the permanent. The captain is performing a maneuver right now to clear any weeds from the... More than 750 species of plants on the peninsula, 48 species of mammal. This includes the deer, red fox, coyote, rabbit, and skunk. They've cataloged more than 13,000 species of insects out here, and we have 78 species of spiders. Long Range Environmental Center, as you come out of the state park and climb that long hill, the very first light you may feel at. They're open until about 4 every day. If you didn't grow up with a War of 1812 was fought, you may have learned very little about it in school. Some parts of the beach have the practice of impressment. That is when you capture a vessel that is not your country's military or merchant vessel in other countries, and you force the sailors on board into your own navy. This impressment is why when President Madison went before Congress in 1812, they readily agreed to declare war. So did you know that the Great Lakes are the second largest depository of fresh water in the world? The only thing larger is the polar ice caps. Scientists estimate that the Great Lakes systems, that's the 5 Great Lakes, the rivers and canals that connect them, and the minor lakes in between, like Lake Detroit, Lake Sault Marie, Lake St. George, that contain 6 quadrillion gallons of water, and yes, that is a real number. It's 6 followed by 16 zeros. If you can't imagine. Unfortunately, the barge is sailed all the way around to the lighthouse, and you can still see some of the dock today. However, in one summer storm, a barge carrying 6,000 bricks broke free. It floated all the way up. They built it that way because of our severe winters, and they hoped it would survive. Since this is the original tower, I think it was a pretty good design. It's about 82 degrees, but only for the top 10 to 15 year round. Because plants and algae do not grow very well in cold water. And that fresh water rusts iron and steel.
It's a video, guys. दाइ चढ्दा कस्तो लाग्यो अनुभव सुनाइदिनु होला के दिदी ए हो के भएको ओ माई गॉड कतिवटा निकाल्छ है कान्छो छोराले भिडियोमा है लन्च टाइम हुन थालेको आज लन्च टाइम कति लस्सी म्याङ्गो लस्सी ल एउटा